Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Motorcycle Mondays. Today we're going to start off with a little trip to the storage unit to go through some stuff and just be creative. So here we go. So one of the things I found while digging around in the shop earlier was a seat. It's a plastic pan, so they just cut it off, and this is from a early 80s. I think it's an 82 gl1000, even though I'm working on a gl1000. One of the things that I noticed was that it actually does fit. This same tongue fits in there, and I'll have to redo it, but somebody created these brackets right here. So basically what they're trying to do is make it a solo seat. So we go on here and bolt these right about where they would bolt on right where the shocks are. So that's kind of cool. And one of my other finds is this fender with one of the biggest tail lights in the world. I noticed that it actually comes apart and goes into two pieces. So I got an idea where I think I can use both pieces on two different bikes. Okay, so now that we've got this old one taken apart, I want to show you. Here's what they had on there, and you can see it's just ratted out. And I like the idea. There's actually a light underneath, which is pretty cool, but I like to lower my bikes a lot, so we'll see if we're going to end up using that in the future. But then this 80s, where you take it apart, this 80s fender just has a lip already on here, and then I just remove this, and I'm not 100% sure how I'll do it yet, but these holes almost line up, and you can see if the seat ends right here, then this is just going to be a nice short bobbed off fender. And then maybe I'll get some shorter shocks or something that way, or keep it this height and go ahead and put that tail light back under here. So that's the idea for the gl1000. So here we have the back of the 78 cb750 and the other part of that early 80s gl1100 fender. And what I'm thinking is I remove this tab and we get that in there. I've got the 2 holes right here that held the old fender, but that will slide in, and then we bolt it in up here and run the turn signals, create our own holes right there. And I got another bobbed fender. So essentially I have 2 fenders from one on 2 different bikes, which is kind of awesome. So of course I'll have to repaint this in some form or fashion to make it work better with the bike. But kind of a happy accident. I love these kinds of things that I run across. So we'll see in the future how this is going to work out once I figure out how exactly I'm going to do the seat as well. So I'm going to close out this video with just kind of a word of encouragement, if you will, about building, because this is my first ever build right here, 2.5 years, excuse me, and it's still not done. And then this is only my second ever build. So, you know, it's all about the journey, and I hope you guys enjoy going on this journey with me. But even though there wasn't a lot of physical progress today, for me there was a lot of mental progress, because sometimes I get stuck. Sometimes I just don't know what the next step is or really what I'm gonna do, and sometimes I'll say, hey, this is what's next, and then the next video that's not it, because I just go with the flow. I don't sit down and draw it all out and have a complete plan. This is kind of flying by the seat of my pants and learning as I go. So if you've already been building bikes and you know how to do it, then that's awesome. I'm glad you're chasing your dreams and doing those things. If you're thinking about doing it and you've never done one, hopefully I can encourage you to just do it, man. Like just start. That's all you got to do. And if you've got something that's been sitting around, man, just take it apart, figure it out, get some manuals, look things up online, and just start doing it. So I think that's really kind of my encouragement to close out this video is I hope that the steps that I take just help you to want to take those steps as well and just keep moving forward, because even the mental progress is still progress. And like I said, it's just all about the journey. I hope you guys are enjoying doing it with me. So we will see you guys on the next episode.